We're ready to stream.
That's my show.
Tonight on Camera Chat, welcome to Camera Chat. We have an exciting show. Don't miss it. We are going to cover the push to mirrorless photography, and which is typified by the rumor, which is not, it's much more than a rumor, that Nikon has discontinued the production of everything except mirrorless products. And also, we have a beautiful review of the last weekend's exciting trip out to St. Joseph, where lots of cool photos were taken.
Good evening, Mr. Flintstone, I presume.
Ah, hi. We were just talking about you, neighbor.
All right, we're back.
Good evening.
Oh, hey.
We're back. We were back. Fred and Barney came back. That wasn't Barney.
We get double royalties for that.
We do, yeah.
So we so we're gonna this
We need to decide whether we're going to start with the St. Joseph pictures
or the Nikon thing.
We're very excited about the Nikon stuff. Well, it's not just Nikon; it's the whole industry.
Pretty much.
Everybody has, we kind of reached that tipping point.
So the rumor is that the rumor on the Nikon end of it is that Nikon is not making any what they call F-mount lenses anymore, or camera bodies. Everything's going to be the Z-mount.
Right.
And that pretty much means everything's either going to be mirrorless, or if they do DSLR, which I doubt, it'd be a Z-mount lens.
That's hard to do.
Because
there's not enough flange distance for it to cover. Oh, yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, right.
That's too technical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what it's saying is, are we going to be in the mirrorless world, and DSLR world is going to be, in the past? So
I think it is. I think it just DSLR. SLR itself was a transitional technology, right?
Right.
All technology is transitional to some extent.
Right.
And it's just kind of amazing that it served us so well for so many decades. And it's been great, and I'm not giving it up.
Well, SD, we know, but so the audience knows. So D means digital,
right.
S means single, L means SL, single lens reflex.
Right.
So SLR is what your old camera was when you used film, single lens reflex camera. And then the D when I went to a digital instead of film. So, and then now the mirrorless. So, is the DSLR dead, right? That's a tough one.
Well, most people, myself included, we stuck with the SLR because of the viewfinder issue.
Exactly.
The viewfinders were just not precise enough. They did not have enough detail.
And they would have they'd be lagging, a lag they call it. Time lag, and there would be like a shutter black. When you push the button, there'd be a blackout until it refreshed. So like for shooting sports, you didn't know if you really got the shot, I guess, per se. And because you might have a blacked out shutter or blacked out viewfinder while a play's happening, and you're losing it. So that's all caught up to itself.
That's all gone now.
Now you're basically looking at a miniature TV monitor inside your.
And it is completely subjective. It's like some people prefer, they're always going to play vinyl records because the warmth of the sound of the vinyl.
Right.
Some people are always going to want to have an optical viewfinder, and that's great.
Right.
But in fact, they have the digital viewfinders have caught up and surpassed the quality.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So anyhow, don't freak out and say I got to get rid of my DSLRs. Is what I'm saying. It's like you're fine. Mirrorless is fine. Jim and I both shoot with both.
We have a vintage
D700 classic
here. Yeah,
camera.
it's a beautiful, my favorite, and from those days anyway.
Yeah.
And then we have a newer model, the Z6
right,
mirrorless,
and then the Z50 mirrorless, which is the APS-C. So are they going away? No, but just keep your eyes open for it. We figure it's kind of who knows? I don't know. If I was gonna go shoot a sporting event, it would be, depending on what camera you handed me, I don't know. It would be a flip of a coin. But now we're talking at the high-end cameras. I would never, it's like, would I shoot a Z9 or would I shoot a D6?
Right.
Two different beasts. So it just depends.
And I think there's a bit of panic out there in the marketplace, and what we're saying is, don't panic.
Don't panic.
Things are not going away that fast. They're not going to go away immediately. But when the phrase "the push to mirrorless" is basically, if you are a DSLR fan, you're kind of being pushed out of that market because sometime soon you won't be able to buy any new stuff anymore.
Sometime.
So.
But you can still find parts for your 1962 Camaro. You know what I mean?
You sure can. You sure can.
So who knows? But I don't think Nikon's not pushing any new patents for the F mount. F mount is the original Nikon mount. We got guests. So that's all right.
We're on the air.
We have guests. Yay!
We're live from New York.
You never have guests. You're good. You're good. And welcome. The F mount and the Canon's going to the R mount. So just hang in there. It's all good. And then who knows what's gonna. We talked a few weeks ago about micro four thirds on phones. So
that's right.
We might just have. Who knows. So anyhow, last Sunday, Sunday.
Yes.
I
thought that was going to be more dramatic than it really was.
It was pretty good, to be honest.
The fact that we're both counseling people, don't panic.
Well, this happens. There's a reason. I'll pull up some shots here. I was going to start out with. I guess we can. That's not the one I want to start with.
But we're not. That screen is not live.
I know, right? So let's go to. I'll tell you which one to stop on that one. Okay. So I took a group. You can go to that. I took a group out, and Sunday, knowing from doing this for multiple years that was probably our last shot of getting this type of ice buildup on the lake.
Now that it's spring.
Right. And then this is probably all cement today or darn close to it. So we caught it at the last. There was a couple weeks ago it was a little bit better. I've seen it better in past years, but you can't. It's Mother Nature. You take what you get. And it was still spectacular, right? As you can see in this picture, this is the South Pier at St. Joe, which is actually a beacon, not a lighthouse. It's the group we had there that I took with. So I'm gonna try the helm here. Where's my arrow? And
there's your arrow.
There's my arrow. So we went. And we got what we got, and we had a great time. Got some good pictures. It wasn't super cold. It was like 10. But we were dressed for it, and we enjoyed ourselves. And
now, were you wearing your vest, your electric vest?
The one I'm wearing now. Actually, this is the coat. Yes, I was, and it worked really good.
That's fantastic.
It worked. I layered up, but the vest was like I was comfortable. I was not uncomfortable by any means. So I'm going to zoom in on this one, right? How do I do that right there?
You got it.
Okay, so now that's the shot we took looking across the water, right? This is the St. Joe Pier that freezes up. I've seen more and I've seen less. I've seen none, right? I said, because the water has to be open. My mouse showing up on the screen? Yep. The water has to be open and wind to blow up on there to create, and then it has to freeze, but it has to be cold enough to freeze in, like a flash freeze. So conditions have to be really special to get that look, right?
And these, by the way, these are basically straight out of the camera shots, right? So these are real birds and real clouds.
Oh, there's no editing here. Yeah. There's minor tweaking, right? Because I shot in RAW. This is my friend Shankar. He's probably watching out there getting a selfie shot.
How you doing?
So we had fun. It got cold. This group of us kind of looking at the pier. The thing that's cool about this, see what else I got coming up here. I got, that's a group. This is the group again. I already showed that. This is one of mine of the frozen pier. What I tried to show here is a little bit of depth of field, right?
Yeah.
And these are all shot.
Works.
And it works, right? And this was shot with a kit lens, a 24-120, right? At f11, at ISO 200 or whatever, in RAW. And I just let the camera do what it does and just went with composition, because you don't want to be changing lenses out there. You don't want to be messing with knobs and stuff because your fingers are cold.
Yes, they are.
You want to just get the shot. And I don't even know if I even looked through the viewfinder. I think I just kind of set the camera down and just kind of guessed until I got what I wanted. And I mean, it could be it's a little bit crooked. I'll straighten it. But 24 to 120 was plenty of lens. I could have used a longer lens for shooting across the ice. So this is the railings. That came up full frame. That's nice. So I like the way the patterns were showing through here. Like I call it a layer, like layer cake. You got the layers of the clouds, and then you've got the layers of the ice shelf, the frozen waves, and then more layers and shadows. And then these are the railing that's on the side of the pier. And this is actually a spot where there's a ladder. So if you fell in the summertime, you know, you could climb back out. People will swim in there, so they just climb back out the ladders. So I just liked all the different textures, right?
Yeah.
And layers. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers going on. And could I shoot it different? Yeah, it might look good black and white. I don't know. You never know. There's a black and white looking
Cool.
straight down the pier, right?
Nice.
We're just showing how to get creative. This is Jimbo. This is our associate producer.
He's here. How you doing?
He's sitting over checking this out. So I don't know. I wanted to share that. It's me. They did a selfie of me. The thing is, this might happen again this year, but it might not.
Okay.
It's up to the weather, right? It depends on how much open water. First, open water waves, and then cold, and it has to be like way cold, not just 30, like because it has to freeze quickly. Flash freeze almost.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at this stuff, it's just smooth. I mean, it was like
It is smooth. It's amazing.
It's almost like it's like
What does
glass.
that look like? I'm not.
It almost looks like blown glass
It
or
does
something.
look like blown glass, right?
And I didn't stick my tongue on it either.
No, good.
I was double dog dared though. Yeah, triple dog dared.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't.
Yeah, right. I almost did. So don't give up on this year, but keep your eye open on our Facebook page and Great Lakes Lighthouse Photography page. And I'm looking at the long-term forecast as best I can to hopefully get one more day of this year, of the crazy ice on Lake Macy. See what else I got. This is just me showing these guys before we went out on the pier, make sure their settings are okay. And this is the last shot. That shot right there I took, and you can tell if you look at it. What did I shoot that with, you think, Jim?
That's your phone, isn't it?
Correct.
See, now, I didn't figure that out. I don't have magical powers. I remember he emailed it to me and he said, this is on my Pixel phone.
Yep. So I took that
So
shot.
look at the balance. It's just gorgeous.
I know. I mean, you can pick it apart, but I'm pretty pleased with it.
Yeah. And from this angle too, it just looks like some sort of warrior standing there with a spear raised into the sky.
Yeah, almost Star Warsy or something. It was super. This stuff over, I don't know if you can see the arrow on the other end. This is what they call pancake ice, and this stuff was just like gurgling, like waves. It was really the sound, and we got some video of it. It was really cool. There's people out here with their drones flying around, which is pretty cool. So this is the St. Joseph Pier, which is St. Joe, Benton Harbor. The other piers a lot of them are shut down this year for liability because it's very, very, very dangerous. We had spikes on our shoes, yak tracks and climbing spikes, right? So you got traction. Because if you go in that water, there's no getting you out.
Yeah,
It's a 6-foot drop from here to there, and by the time you get in, you're gonna hit shock and it's over.
Yeah.
So you got to be really aware of your surroundings. So the South Haven Pier is closed off, and they have a chain across it saying there's a fine. I think it's $1,000 if you go out or get caught out there, and the Coast Guard does watch it. Grand Haven is shut down. You can't walk out on it, and they freeze similar to this. There's a couple others I won't mention just yet because they could have closed them since I've done my research, that are still open you can walk out on. So I'm going to try and set up 1 or 2 more events where we can go out and shoot pictures on those 2 piers for a day, probably an overnight maybe.
Okay.
So people just pay attention to the site or send me a private message or something, and I will let you know. But I'm not going to set anything up until I'm positive. I'm not going to take you out there and have nothing, So
now, we have several sites that I know you publish on all of them to cover all bases, but
Right.
there's the Camera Chat Facebook site, What else? There's Michigan.
There's Great Lakes Lighthouse Photography, which is a huge site. I got a good story about that. See if I have the dog in here. Where's my arrow? Me and my arrow.
Did you lose the arrow again?
Oh, that's my last shot. So.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. I thought I had a doggo picture up there. But that's okay. Great Lakes Lighthouse Photography.
Well, let's go back to us.
There you
I'm
go.
going to grab the mouse.
Yeah, you take the helm, Scotty.
Aye, Captain.
Back on Great Lakes Lighthouse Photography is a Facebook page that's just any lighthouses on the Great Lakes, and anyone can share them. You know, you could be anywhere in the world and look at pictures of lighthouses on the Great Lakes, but it's only the Great Lakes. And I have moderators that will go in if someone posts from another country or something. You know, it's just Great Lakes only. We take them off, and it's got quite a good following. It's it'll be I don't know. It's just shy of 7,000 followers. And the cool thing was I was out there shooting Sunday, and I don't know these people, right? Mm-hmm. And then I look on the page when I get home, or actually Monday, and there is shots of these people that were standing right next to me. I didn't.
Oh, good.
So it's obvious. It's pretty. And then this guy had his dog there. I'll share that on the page. It is shared on the Facebook, the other page. And he had little booties on, and I took a picture of the dog with the booties, right? And
I'll remember the dog.
Yeah, right. And the lady actually sends me a text, and she goes, "Oh my God, that was you? You're the Great Lakes photography guy?" After she got home.
Guy?
You're that guy? I said, "Yeah, sorry."
Yeah.
So it's fun to share the pictures, but you never know who you're out there with, right? I don't know if the dog's up in that. Yeah, that's okay. We don't need it.
That's all right. I'll try to find it, and if I can't, it's no big deal.
Right. So other than that, yeah, the frozen. Be careful on the water. We might be going up. We're definitely going to go up to UP and do some photos up there, but it's like 40 in the UP right now. So.
Wow, too warm.
Too warm.
How ironic.
I guess a good thing to bring up is watch the weather, and do the best you can to say, okay, I think that's going to be the best, my best shot at it, and go for it. But you can't always be guaranteed. But you usually come home with something decent, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, what's new in Jim's world?
Well, very interesting. We usually don't use this platform, but since we are, of course, the largest and most successful Facebook Live
in the
show galaxy, and have been so for 7 years, which is amazing.
Because we've been on air for 2.
I know, it's crazy.
Well, those are dog years.
Yeah, the math doesn't add up.
Right.
But I am actually going to be selling a camera. And I will be selling my beloved Nikon D750. I hate to let it go, but the fact is, it's been sitting on the shelf since I got my D850. And it needs to be used. It needs to be used, and it needs to be loved.
Yeah,
so
it's a great camera. It's a solid camera, and
that's going to be going up on wherever eBay probably within a couple of days.
So yeah.
But if you're interested in a beautifully cared for D750 that has the entire shutter mechanism, it's been overhauled by Nikon, so it has very low click count, and it's a great little machine. If you want to grab it,
talk to us about it. We're both Nikon geeks, so we can walk you through it. That's a good point though about your camera. Is we don't really promote this, but Camera Exchange, who sponsors us.
Yes, Camera Exchange.
Jim and I will buy cameras from you. So if you have some gear you want to get rid of, get a hold of us, and we will give you a quote. We'll beat anybody's price, or we'll give you 5 pounds of coffee.
Nobody understands.
I know some might. I don't know. I was going to see if you'll make a guess that one.
Yeah.
And so we'll buy cameras, and you just give us a list. We look at it. If it's good, we send you a check, and we'll beat B&H. We'll beat any of them. We'll beat MVP. We'll beat all the used camera people across the nation, and we're right in Waterford. And
Waterford,
Michigan.
For those in Australia.
But you don't have to go there to sell it. You can bring it to us, or we can ship it. We'll pay for shipping. But yeah, we'll buy your cameras. We never really pushed. I don't think we've talked about that.
Sorry about that.
And that takes us close to the end. And
we are at the end actually, and we still haven't given away our first gift certificate. So that's coming. You know, we need somebody to come on the Camera Chat page.
First person on the Facebook Camera Chat page to tell us
To have blonde
to
hair.
tell us the 5 pounds of coffee person.
And,
It's a
and I
20
said the name, by the way. All you have to do is back.
Yep, right.
Yeah.
If anybody can tell us who that is, you get a $25 gift card to Camera Exchange. On that note, I want to thank Brad from Sandbox Studios.
Thank you, Brad.
We have a camera class coming up after this tonight. We are still
Wait,
looking
do
for
we have
some.
a question from the studio audience? We're actually over time by 1 minute. But what's the question from the studio audience?
Oh,
Just wanted to know where you parked your car.
right on. All right. We're gonna get out of here, guys. We're still looking for someone
that
to
doesn't
help.
really have much to do with the Camera Chat TV show.
But we'll help you out in a
We'll definitely
second.
talk to you when the show is over in
Which
1
is now.
minute.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and we are still looking for somebody to help push buttons like a producer type position. So
Like a producer, yes.
whatever, yeah. All right. Thanks.
See y'all next week.
Peace.